The next morning when Tina woke up, she felt odd, groggy, and slightly hungover, which was very strange indeed because normally she hated the taste of alcohol. Shifting around slightly, her eyes still tightly shut, she realized her clothes felt different, softer, warmer, and generally more comfortable. Maybe it was just girls' clothes, thought Tina. Then it all came flooding back, being turned into a girl, the potion, everything. Bolting upright, her eyes flashing bloody murder. Looking quickly, scanning the room for anything. Sitting on the bed reading a very large thick book was Heine. Noticing that Tina was up, she put the book down and was about to get up, but then, "What the hell have you done to me?" screamed Tina from the crib she was sitting in. Hands on hips, Heine stood up and curtly replied, "Is that any way to talk to your mummy, baby girl? Well, I think because of that I won't change you. You can stay there in your filth." Quelled by the look on Heine's face, Tina stopped complaining and became very aware of the mess around her nether regions. That's better. Lying on her back again, trying to get comfortable with the excrement swirling around her butt. Much later Tina woke up again. She had gone to sleep without realizing it. The light streaming through the window was azure and gold. It must be near dusk. Akane was in the kitchen cooking something by this time. She was humming and looked very pleased with herself. Turning round to check on Tina, Akane smiled and said, "Good, you're awake. Well, I've got some supper for you, then I will change you, okay?" Tina felt very stupid and then prompted by a sudden thought. "Yathias peace, mummy." Her inside squirming from self-loathing but trying to look as sweet as possible. "Good girl, you see you are beginning to enjoy being a baby, aren't you?" asked Akane. Thinking fast, and knowing the wrong answer could bring down the punishments mentioned the night before. "Yeth, mummy," proffered Tina, with an unsure hesitation in her voice, that was not initially conversing. But Akane seemed pleased. After a few bottles of baby food, and being changed, Tina was left in her crib for a few moments before the trio returned. A chill ran over Tina as if even more horrible things were about to happen. Now every Friday night all three of us go for a bath together, in suite downstairs. You being a baby, we can't possibly leave you all alone, can we now? Explained Akane. The last part of her speech was said with such menace, that Tina began to cry. "Hush now little baby, we won't leave you alone, and don't worry, we'll show to all our friends," cooed Becky. This made Tina cry even harder. After looking at her friends briefly, she continued, "I think she wants to set off, girls, we better get her ready then." Tina, still sitting in her crib with nothing on but a diaper, bawling her head off, suddenly stopped and listened. A single thought dominated her mind then. What fresh horrors have they got for me now? Held in the hands of Heine was a bright pink, little girl bathing costume. Tina was forced in this, with a pair of water wings. "But me knows how to swim," protested Tina in her high shrill baby voice. She was slapped across the face again by Heine again. "Rule 1, you will do exactly what we say from now on, without complaint, remember?" Dumbly nodding, Tina's welled up with tears again. "Me is sorry, mummy," sobbed Tina in a defeated voice. "Well, let us go then," proclaimed Heine. Lifted out of her crib, Tina was promptly dressed and carried to the lift. In the lift, Tina started sniffling from fear. What kind of reaction would greet her when they entered the bathhouse? Once they enter, to Tina's immense relief, it was empty.